Welcome back to the CryptoExpress YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at some exciting updates here. First off, regarding World of Dypians and additionally Portal to Bitcoin. As always though, remember the usual disclaimer that nothing in today's video should be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor and you should treat this strictly for educational purposes. So you can find all of these links down below in the description, but first off, let's dive into some updates regarding World of Dypians. Here we can see a post here. Our contribution to the BNB chain ecosystem inspired by @CZ Binance. In the past 12 months, we have proudly delivered 300 million transactions, 1.2 million monthly users, and more than 44 billion in volume. So here we can see some very, very impressive stats here, and it's great to see a nice steady increase. We made keep building a reality, and despite the market, we will continue to keep building. So World of Dypians here again, one of the top projects on the BNB chain, and again, they will keep building no matter what the market conditions. And of course, when we truly get a full alt season and bull market, World of Dypians is going to be huge. But we have more updates here. The World of Dypians card is just the beginning. So we can see this is World of Dypians X BitGet wallet card here. WOD players around the world will soon unlock new levels of access, rewards, and real-world utility. From in-game progress to everyday spending, the bridge between Web3 and real life is here. Get yours now, and here we can see a new share. You can apply for the BitGet wallet card. Again, a card with 0 fees, and of course, we have that integration here with World of Dypians, so you can use your WOD tokens for real world transactions. So big news here. But now let's move on to Portal to Bitcoin, and here we have two updates. First of which we have a post. Portal to Bitcoin's technical sovereignty, black swans, and the phantom token divergence. So again, the summary is the custody nightmare with digital assets currently navigating a period of profound structural dislocation following the catastrophic market events of course, October 10th. This report provides an exhaustive analysis of the market conditions precipitated by the 10th flash crash, the subsequent insolvency of major centralized yield aggregators like Stream Finance, and an emergent opportunity for trusted minimized infrastructure providers. So of course, we can see, forget words, money talks. The Portal team have been accumulating P2B tokens since launch. We know the value of what they've built and others too. Attached is an accumulation report of their market maker at Echo Trade IO detailing on the activity. This is their conviction. Markets ebb and flow, but they keep their eyes on the prize. No bridges, no multi-signs, no wrapped assets, only settlement on Bitcoin. So we of course had that macro of the dislocation here with the geopolitical catalyst, the liquidation cascade, institutions of course fly to safety, and of course the phantom token crisis. So there's a lot of different mechanisms of CEO manipulation. Of course you have withdrawal, freeze, insolvency, regulatory paralysis, and again, the dissolution of Stream Finance. The whole trust me bro yield model here, the recursive farming trap, bankruptcy, and more, which is where Portal to Bitcoin comes in here. In a landscape ruined by exchanges and bankrupted yield farms, Portal to Bitcoin PTB has emerged with its reputation and operational integrity intact. The protocol's resilience is not accidental, but a result of its Bitcoin first and trust minimized architecture. So corporate net buying and treasury strength here. While the manic panic sold, again, Portal to Bitcoin founders executed a high conviction counter strategy. This entity is a net buyer of the PTB token. And of course, this serves two different functions here. First up, we have price support, creating a natural floor of the token, dampening the volatility seen in peer assets. And we also have signaling, where it demonstrates that the team views the crash as a liquidity event, not a fundamental invalidation, and believes the token is undervalued at current levels here. So that's some insider diamond hands here. And we have much more details. Of course, the credible team behind this one. And in conclusion, in the end, stripped of euphemism and varnish, what the October confusion revealed was not merely a market failure, but a failure of honesty. Paper claims dissolved, custodial assurances evaporated, and like great many certainties turned out to be little more than theatre. Against the backdrop and endured of Portal to Bitcoin was not an accident of fate, but a convergence of two disciplines that rarely meet in this industry: uncompromising engineering and disciplined narrative. The architecture ensured survival. The message ensured that survival was understood. Neither alone would have been sufficient. This is not the triumph of the slogan, but the system that functioned as advertised. When advertisement itself was exposed as cheap, and if market truly is entering a much invoked flight to truth, then what will matter now is not who shouts the loudest about decentralization, but who built it to endure and who had the clarity to explain why it mattered before the shouting stopped. So of course you can check out this full article in the link down below. A very good read here. But more news here. Again, Portal to Bitcoin. Every custodial bridge is just a single point of failure dressed up as interoperability. If someone holds the keys, it isn't decentralized. And of course, PTB, Portal to Bitcoin, is the future. Because again, if it is just one single point of failure, that is not decentralized. So of course, you can check out Portal to Bitcoin and World of Dypians in the links down below. Of course, follow them both here on Twitter or X to keep up to date with everything happening in their ecosystems. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.